powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. An early morning crash leaves one man dead in downtown Billings.
The force of that crash wrapping the man's car around a tree along 6th Avenue North.
At the scene, graphic and quite telling of what speed can do.
Police say the 38-year-old Billings man was driving west on 6th Avenue North at high speed when he lost control and hit a tree near North 30th Street. The driver was trapped and had to be extricated from the car. Emergency crews performed CPR on the victim at the scene. He was taken to Billings Clinic where he later died. 2
lanes of westbound traffic on 6th Avenue North at 30th were shut down for hours this morning as police investigated. Those lanes were cleared and reopened around 10 a.m.
The 2018 Farm Bill is now the law of the land. President Trump signing the bill at a White House ceremony this afternoon, drawing applause from a host of ag industry supporters and lawmakers who helped get the bill passed.
The bill protects crop insurance as well as the country's sugar program to help level the playing field for U.S. producers. It also secures funding for land-grant universities, including MSU and Montana's agricultural research stations.
Although the bill does not include new work requirements in order to be eligible for food stamps, the president directed Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue to move forward on enacting such reforms.
Our goal is to move these Americans from dependence to independence and into a good-paying job and rewarding career. Therefore, I have directed Secretary Perdue to use his authority under the law to close work requirement loopholes in the food stamp program. Under this new rule, able-bodied adults without dependents will have to work or look for work in order to receive their food stamps.
The new Farm Bill is authorized until 2023 and also includes provisions to expand broadband access in the nation's rural communities.
One issue that will not be addressed in this session of Congress is funding for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. In spite of bipartisan support, the LWF and the accompanying bill, the Yellowstone Gateway Protection Act, apparently will have to wait until the new Congress convenes in January. Now, according to Montana Senator Steve Daines, the Senate refused to allow those bills to reach the floor last night. The Land Water Conservation Fund is funded by offshore oil and gas royalties, but the fund expired this past September and has not yet been reauthorized. And until Congress acts, this fund is losing an estimated $2 million per day.
We came so close last night to getting the lands package through and permanent reauthorization of LWCF, literally going door to door talking to senators. We were this close, but we're not giving up the fight. We're taking it right back to the floor in January. We have agreement from leadership to get an up or down vote in the U.S. Senate the first couple weeks of January.
As Daines said, he has guarantees from both Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Minority Leader Chuck Schumer that those land bills will be heard in the Senate next year. Now, also included in the lands package is the Yellowstone Gateway bill. It withdraws federal mineral rights on public land near Yellowstone National Park. Montana's senior Senator Jon Tester is one of the primary sponsors of that bill.
Rimrock Auto Arena at Metro Park will be no more, and it appears there are 2 new local businesses vying for the chance to place their logo on that side of the building. The Yellowstone County Commissioners put out a request for proposals to the public back in November. Now, this past Tuesday, the board reviewed 2 offers that are now up for negotiations. Those proposals are coming from First Interstate Bank and Ultra Graphics. This after Rimrock Autos decided not to renew its contract in May of 2019. Now a committee will review the new proposals and the board will decide sometime in the next few weeks. As for how much it will cost to place your name on the side of the arena, the commissioners say more than $100,000 a year, so about $1 for each person living in the Billings area.
Moving now to Helena, where a landmark is up for sale.
Though it's listed at just under $1 million, the price tag might be the least interesting thing about it.
MTN's Jacob Fuhrer shows us tonight.
Step inside this Helena home and prepare to be transported.
All that is original glass from the 1880s.
Inside and out, this home doesn't look much different than it did when it was built.
They started building on this in 1883.
130 years ago, there were no power tools. Every feature, every detail you see, handmade.
All of this in this room is all original woodwork, all handcrafted. No detail was spared back at that time.
In a Helena neighborhood full of historic homes, the Coors mansion stands out. The Queen Anne home gets its name from Conrad Coors, the famed cattleman credited with the development of the industry in the Treasure State. For current resident Laura Belmer, owning the home was merely a dream, at least at first. Then her wishful thinking became reality.
So this was the first kindergarten.
Upon first walkthrough, the beauty and the history of the home wasn't lost on Laura or her husband.
And we're both like, oh my God, look at this. And I'm like, but you can't help yourself. Every room is just beautiful. And you see more every time you walk into this mansion, or every time you walk into another room. You see something that you missed the time before.
For first-time visitors inside the mansion, it tends to elicit the same response each time.
Wow. Everybody that comes here, people I've brought in from out of state and different places that have never been here before, and as I bring them into each room, they're like, wow.
Aside from the stunning craftsmanship and ornate furniture, which there's plenty of, there's also plenty of history in these walls. Fortunately, a lot of the history here has been documented, from everyday family life to parties to presidential visits. It's all documented here in this binder that Laura keeps, and there's some familiar names to walk these halls.
Teddy Roosevelt and Coors were both involved in the Montana Stock Growers Association. Roosevelt asked Conrad Coors to introduce him when he was running for president, so that's how close they were.
Roosevelt remarked in a letter once, "Old Con Coors, a fine boy and an old friend of mine, a member of the legislature and an absolutely honest man." The two were so close, the former president stayed in this very bedroom in Coors' home, but not before it was remodeled to his liking.
And this was originally a closet. They knocked out the wall and then built this bathroom for Teddy Roosevelt when he stayed here.
Belmer said it will be hard to say goodbye to this home. Her hope is the next owner keeps the home in good shape for another 100 years and honors its history.
I think it's very important to keep it consistent, to keep it with the period, and it's beautiful. You can't go wrong.
In Helena, Jacob Fuhr, MTN News.
Are you looking for a house?
Yeah, can you loan me $1 million? Because
Yeah.
that is one nice house. By the way,
Beautiful.
the Coors Mansion, current listing price, $895,000, not even $1 million.
Not $1 million. Bargain. Still to come on tonight's 5:30 News, a local woman now has a driving force behind her. Check out this major Christmas gift.
And in sports, coming up tonight, it may be America's biggest rough stock only rodeo. Scott Breen sets the table for Chase Hawks this Saturday.
And coming up in weather, well, the winds have started to relax a little bit in the Billings area, but they'll also pick up later this evening. We'll tell you why when we come back in a few more minutes.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.